Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. And yesterday was kind of a fun day. We sent a massive list to cover you all through the weekend, through Easter weekend. And I hope you had a great time during Easter. And the other thing we did was we sent the guide to Milton house prices out. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to expand on it. We expand on it every year, but we really did a big update this year. We completely revamped the pictures. We added more properties. It's a much more robust guide. So I hope you did enjoy that. Let's get to today's list. There's 16 properties, and so the first one up is 1380 Costigan number 89. It's at 289. So how these are set up is there's a second and third floor on this one, and you access that through this door, and then there's basically a ground level, and then there's also a basement. So the ground and basement is a combined unit, so you have one bedroom on your main floor. So there's your living dining, there's your kitchen. It's not a huge kitchen, and then you've got your bedroom there. That's the lower half, so that's baby's room below the master bedroom. So I'm not sure how people would feel about that, about having their other two rooms downstairs. The other thing, and it's not clear on this one here, is do you have more than one parking spot? Because typically with these units, like a lot of times what you see is when the garages are built in like this, most developers are actually giving an extra spot. There's enough space there to park another car outside. Now you can see one guy's parked sort of across two spaces here. It doesn't work, right? So unless the owners of these places have bought a finite number of parking spots, you only have one parking space. Much different, let's say, than something like this one on Willingdon, which is at 322.9. You've got a garage, you've got a driveway space. Yours guaranteed, no problems there. And you've got two bedrooms on this one, so you've got a combined living dining. There's a great angle right there. You've got a kitchen. It's not huge, but it works, okay? So usually when you see baby crib there, you say, okay, it's time to get out of here. Great for a single, great for a young couple. 322.9 is a little bit high based on the last sale that I thought looked a little better than this one. It's got some solid upgrades though, and I wouldn't doubt that they're going to get within a few percentage points of this price. Barclay was 352, or is 352, pardon me, 1130 square feet. It's a Brennan model. There's one with a little bit better kitchen that's for sale right now for 359, but it doesn't have hardwood floors. I don't know if the lighter hardwood is really going to excite a lot of buyers with the lighter cabinets and so on. There tends to be a sway towards darker stuff. 3 bedrooms upstairs, 1 full bathroom. There's a walk-in closet off the ensuite, and overall it's a good solid floor plan. It's the smallest 2-story with a backyard that you're going to find. And I look at this and I say 352. If a buyer stopped their search at 350, because that's how the brackets work, would these guys have gotten more response, maybe even sold for more than asking, because there's not a lot out there if they priced at 350. Strategically, you're now bridging the gap between two price ranges, whereas if someone stopped their search at 350, they wouldn't see this one at 352. So I wonder, you know, if the difference makes sense. Sometimes less can truly be more. So sorry, I'm having a tough time breathing today. I think I've got a bit of a cold. Irving Terrace is 399. It's 1,600 square feet, semi-detached, and looks like a wide plank laminate floor. You've got a gas fireplace. I would say probably more than half the people that walk in are going to say, I'm going to have to rip that counter out. That's fine because they're not that expensive. To replace that with a Formica countertop is probably $400 for just a better color. The cabinets can be painted, refinished, so you can do a lot of work on this one here. It has the bonus of a finished basement as well. I think it's great value. The model's one of my favorites. There's 3 nice sized rooms upstairs. You've got a good elevation outside, and it's a nice street too. At $399, I would say that's good value, especially when you see stuff like this, like 1,500 square foot townhouse. So that's a 1,600 square foot semi with a finished basement, 1,500 square foot townhouse. It's nice inside. It's newer, obviously, but for me, the value is definitely there in Irving. They've done the chef's kitchen upgrade. The last one, this model, end unit with some nice finishes and upgrades, sold right around the 410 mark. So these guys are going to nail it for sure. I have no problems with that one there at all. Mortimer is now at 424,850, and so you say, okay, this one's about 150 square feet larger than the previous one. It's called the Linwell End, and there's carpet inside. So there's, I mean, nice finishes in the kitchen. At least they put some appliances in. We talk about that being one of our big pet peeves around here. And they did the hardwood staircase. So these guys kind of knew what to do. It's like you can see they put in the upgrades that everybody should put in. McDougall Crossing, so if you raise that up about 15 grand, what you get is now you're moving back to semi-land, 1987 square feet, so you're getting about 300 square feet larger than that one. To me, the difference seems a lot better. You've got 4 bedrooms on this one here. Previous was 3. I like how they continued the backsplash there. That's a nice look. I like things that are a little bit different in these homes because you see so many of them and you go, it's just the same old thing. And they have a basketball court basically in their backyard. It's just, you know, a lot of interlock stones. 439.5. The last couple that have sold have been right in the 430, 440 range. One even sold at 450. So these guys, I think, are right in the right zone. 152 court is 459. It's on a 66 by 152 foot lot. The last few bungalows have been selling more in the 430 range in this kind of condition. But I like that it's walking distance to downtown. It's actually got a massive lot. And the house itself looks a little bit bigger as well. You've got a detached double car garage, which adds some value. So I actually think these guys are in the right zone. I think they're priced pretty well. Bustle Crescent has been hanging around for a long time, probably because of the way it looks. You can see almost this sort of finish here. The family room looks a little bit small. People say I like it nice and open, but the thing about this one that's nice is you could actually have an anchor to put your couch here, but you still get the open space. So the half walls can be really nice if they're strategically located. So there's your kitchen. That backsplash is pretty bad. I mean, I don't know if that's something that's, I'm not sure if that's structural or if it's decorative. I'm not sure what's going on there either. So this home, I haven't seen it in person, but I wonder if it's sort of a bucket full of surprises when you come in. Still, for a detached double garage with 4 bedrooms under 500 in Milton, it's pretty hard to find, especially with more than 2,000 square feet. 519 will get you this one on Diamond. They just dropped the price. Side-by-side parking in the driveway. You've got a Snowberry, which is about 2,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms. Nice big kitchen. You've got a separate dining area. Big kitchen island, great space for entertaining, and then you've got some hardwood floors upstairs. People ask us what kind of a return do you get on hardwood on the second floor. My answer is typically half of what you get on the main floor because not everybody's into hardwood on the second. In fact, I tend to like carpet a bit better, but on the main floor, the impression hardwood makes is much, much greater. And you've got a nice size ensuite too, so some interlock in the back. Looks okay. Now the thing that they didn't put in those 9 photos, which I thought that's kind of interesting, is that it has a really nice looking finished basement. That's obviously a value booster as well. So maybe that might be a hidden surprise for someone who goes to see it. Now McEastern Path is 1878 square feet, and to me it seems a little bit high. I don't know why people don't do the angle straight off the front, basically right here, because this is a double garage, and I think you have to be clear about that because you can't see that it's a double garage from here. And in fact, there are homes with single car garages that list around this price. So I think inside it looks nice. We haven't really seen one of these sell for like $539, so I'd be surprised if they did in fact sell for this, but I think showing that double garage is primary concern when you're selling a home like this. Okay, so it's called a Quincy Corner. It is a popular model. Jump $10,000. Now you're 500 square feet bigger on a bigger size property, 46 by 80. It's a really good floor plan here. You know, it doesn't blow you away, but the value is there, and you don't find properties like this. You just 46-foot lots. Builders are not making them anymore. So I do like this one. I like the fact it's got a finished basement. You can walk to Portobello's. You can walk to the Hawthorne Cafe. So it's got a good central location as well. $549 to me seems like a great price. Pringle is it looks like one of the Plan 12s or a Wood Lily, about 2,600 square feet. $559 seems pretty low. Looks like there's carpet on the main floor, so it's probably more of a basic Wood Lily, but that's fine because carpet is easy to get rid of. A lot of people say, hey Chuck, I'm not going to buy a house unless it has hardwood. To that I say bollocks, because it's easy to change. 9-foot ceilings is something they put in here that is much harder to change. And this model in the 9-foot ceiling is much, much better. So anyways, there it is. That seems like a pretty decent price. Cunningham is $885. We've got more than a 2,000 square foot bungalow on about 2 or 3 acres. And the kitchen's decent, so it might be a little bit on the high side, but it's not that far off, really. So this is it's a good, solid location. Schools are fantastic around here too. So Guelph line is 949. It looks like it's actually just south of Campbellville here, 14.48 acres. And you've got a smaller bungalow here, so it's less than 1,500 square feet. And it's funny because you have a workshop that's 3,000 square feet. On the property as well. 5 acres are cleared. And then this one on Southcott is a really, really cool location. So if you look at where it is, most people don't even know that this exists actually. So off Esqueezing and 5th line, I never say that street right, I apologize. So look at how close the town is, but there's Southcott, there's Wood Close right here. It's a nice little area that's just tucked away. Like it's so close to the 401. It's so close to town. Like you could get to Walmart in about 3 minutes. So great little location here. You've got a good piece of land, and you know, it needs some updating, but it's very charming. You know, there's a lot of stuff in here that I think it would appeal to people. The trees, the pool, those are things you can't change. The proximity to town, I think, is massive. So is that worth a $100,000 premium? I would say sure. In my eyes, absolutely no doubt about it. And the homes look really cool in this area. So if you ever drive around, great little place to take the family. So that's the list for today. So I think there's 16 properties. If you have any questions, just reach out to us. That's what we're here for. We're here to interpret the information, to keep you safe, and to help you make good decisions. So have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.